insecurity in the states? And also confirm for us, didn't the governor make attempts to represent the budget and write to the lawmakers, but they rebuffed him? Was that a level of fairness? But prove to us the insecurity, the fighting in Rivers State that was constant, the shooting on the streets that led to this state of emergency.
Rufai.
Yes, sir.
Rufai, just calm down. I don't have to prove anything to you. Your position on this matter is known. And what I want to say to you people is that it is important. Yes, it's true. It's true. I don't have to prove anything to you.
Answer the question now.
What I want to say to you people is that...
you have a right to answer the question. I'm just saying prove to me. Senator, you see, we are making arguments here.
I don't have to prove
logical
anything to you.
arguments.
Why do I have to prove
so
anything
please prove to me, Senator, that there was so much insecurity. Defend your statement that there was so much insecurity. You said it before. Defend it.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Listen. I don't have to prove anything to you. The position you people have taken is known to the entire country. But all I want to say to you is that for the sake of the people of Rivers State, is it important that we have a balance? There are two sides to every coin. And it is important that both sides are represented in issues. You come here, we have an elected president. The president has information that you and I do not have. And he has told you the reasons why the state of emergency was declared is clearly set out in the speech of the president to the entire nation on that issue. You have a different opinion, but you don't have that power to overturn what the president has said. The president has presented what led him to that decision to the national... I'm coming, sir. Just allow me to talk. Yes. The president has presented what led him to that decision to the National Assembly, which is the body that our constitution, elected by the Nigerian people, has set up to review what the president has done. And they were unanimous in their decision to stand by what the president did. You have a right not to agree with it, but it is not proper for us to come here and begin to present a scenario, make speculations, and say things that obviously have no foundation whatsoever in reality. For the sake of the people of Rivers State, I want to appeal to all of us as Nigerians. Let us give peace a chance. And it is important that we remember that there are two sides to every coin. You don't take everything. I'm sorry, sir, just a minute. I don't want to argue. Let me just say my own bit, please. You remember that there are two sides to every issue. Opposition members, those who are opposed to the president, have gathered to sell a narrative because they think that they can profit politically from the crisis in Rivers State. Let me sit here and say clearly that they cannot. What is important to Rivers people at this time is that we should allow common sense and wise counsel to prevail. I have been looking at what is happening in the state. We saw the conduct of the governor that led up to this crisis. The governor is the chief executive. He is the head of the government of the state. And it was his responsibility to manage both the political, economic, social, and whatever challenges he faces in the course of his governance. He chose the path that he chose because he was listening to people that he couldn't. Did they do it? Okay. So let us be practical. This is a political situation that was going to result in a total breakdown of law and order. And the president, as the president of this country, acted in the interest of the Nigerian state. Nobody should sit down and begin to accuse the president in this kind of matter. He has acted in a partisan manner. But what the president said, was it different from what the Supreme Court said? So let us be practical and be balanced. That's all I will appeal to you to do.
Right, we're after the Constitution. And with due respect,
yes, sir, go ahead, sir.
Okay, Rufai,
I just say proof to
Rufai, please leave him alone. Senator Abe, I understand your passion. I mean, you are a major stakeholder in Rivers.
No, it's not a passion. I'm just worried because this affects my state and it affects my people.
Okay, you are a major stakeholder.
So we should be balanced.
You are a major stakeholder.
Yes.
We know that there was clear and present danger.
We need wise counsel. That's what we need.
We know there was clear and present danger in Rivers State.
The president gave his reasons. He's the chief security officer of this country. And he knows what is happening in Rivers State more than the anchors in Arise.
I understand all of that.
So give him that credit.
I understand.
You don't sit down and accuse the president he's being partisan, he's doing all right.
Senator, no, just hold on. The senator has powers. The president has powers under Section 305. The bone of contention is that he does not have the right to collapse democratic structures. Nobody has ever said that the president cannot intervene. That's why Section 305 uses the word shall, because he has a responsibility to protect the country. But I asked you a question. Wait, before I let you go. I said, when are you going to visit the sole administrator? Because some people have been going to him. I asked you a question. Wait, before I let you go. I said, when are you going to visit the sole administrator? Because some people have been going to him. I want to know.
If I have the opportunity to visit the sole administrator, I will visit him. But what I want to say is that every emergency is not the same. So what steps may be necessary in one emergency may be different from the kind of steps that are required in another kind of emergency. So there is no law that says that if Jonathan took this kind of decision in one kind of emergency, every president must follow what one president did. Every emergency is different. The important thing is that the steps that the president will restore normalcy and bring order back to that part of the federation. And that is what the president is trying to do. And it should be supported by all Nigerians so that that emergency is resolved in the national interest. That's what I would say.
Senator Abe, thank you very much. Leboro Sushoman, thank you very much. What else do you want to say? We want to close this program.
Thank you for protecting me from
public domain. The president's speech in the pub is in the public domain. And because the senator talked about particulars that are not, made public, that would be made public to the National Assembly. And then he also referred to these same particulars contained in the president's speech. There are no particulars that are not already in the public domain. And then lastly, when we talk about Rivers people, we all have a stake in Rivers. Rivers people.
Are you from Rivers?
Till today, I have families in Rivers. I grew up practically in Woji.
As settlers?
Yeah, well, I'm a Nigerian, and so we all have a stake there. We all have a stake. And so when we talk about this Rivers, the ordinary people of Rivers, have we taken a census of the ordinary people of Rivers?
Okay,
is it not the same thing? So no, lastly on this, it is clear and obvious that what has been done, that's why it is clear and obvious that there is no, security challenges in Rivers State. And that is why all of the stakeholders and all of those supporting Mr. President keep talking about the governor and the State House of Assembly. The governor and the State House of Assembly. These are issues meant for the Supreme Court to resolve, and which they have resolved.
The same 305 talks about imminent threat of danger.
But there is no imminent threat. But what you have is a disagreement between one arm of government and another arm of government, which is normal in a constitutional democracy.
Okay, very good, very good. Thank you very much, Senator.